on the voice of Virginia. Don't forget, a little bit later, your chance to win $100,000 as we celebrate 100 years. Here on News Radio WRVA, I did get another text message, Dave, taking me to task.
On what? On
May
Day?
Yeah, on May Day. Not about me being called a male prostitute.
Which everybody knows you already are.
Yeah.
We've known that for quite a while.
I think I should actually use my adult film star name, Saber Calaveras.
Saber Calaveras is your porn star name?
Yeah. My dog's name was Saber. We lived on Calaveras Street. Saber Calaveras.
That's actually a pretty good one.
That's pretty good. No, somebody got mad. Somebody isn't happy with me because I'm making fun of May Day because of the communist takeover of it. Now, this isn't just a line for the radio show, folks. I tell you, either you wake up with Richmond's Morning News and you get all the information to start your day, or you're playing catch up the rest of the day because everyone else has jumped ahead of you. So this is one where I said, you got to wake up with this, get going at 6, because if not, you're going to fall behind. So here's a text message proving that. Hey, good morning, Rich. Happy May Day, a pagan holiday of flowers and the celebration of the coming summer. I know it's morphed into a communist holiday, but if you're going to start your spiel with Happy May Day, then at least explain what it actually is. And if you want to talk about communism, then do that, but don't make the beautiful celebration of May Day into just a discussion of communism. Now, I say that because, Dave, what do we talk about at the very beginning of the show? What May Day really is, which is the pagan holiday.
Right.
And I actually explained for the good text messenger that didn't start with this when you should have at the very beginning, that I actually dated a girl who was a pagan, and they celebrated May Day, and her mom was a pagan religious leader or something like that. So I did.
Did you dance around the pole?
No, I just watched.
Well, don't they have like ribbons where you weave it around the pole or something like that?
Oh, be careful with your porn star name. It's a way for people to learn answers to security questions. Ooh, that's a good one too.
So Saber is your
no, I don't use Saber
is your password to your bank account or something?
For MySpace.
Saber. Well, that's not even enough characters to be a password to anything.
It's for my MySpace account.
That you haven't used in 30 years?
Yeah. No, I never had a MySpace.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I went straight up Facebook.
That's how I got into social media. Was
MySpace?
Was MySpace
I had
first,
AOL.
Yeah, I had that too.
I had AOL. I had CompuServe because Rush Limbaugh had CompuServe, so I had to have CompuServe. Anyway, keep your text messages coming this morning. 833-804-1140. 833-804-1140. You know what I did learn? You know why do you know why Ireland is associated with shamrocks?
No. I assume they were some kind of indigenous plant or something.
They are, but it goes back to the pagans. A little bit of history here. So Ireland was pagan before St. Patrick came and converted them to Catholicism. And in order to explain the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, he would hold up a shamrock. And a shamrock, traditionally, there's a 4-leaf clover, but the shamrock has 3 leaves to it. So he'd hold it up and show him how it was all one, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. And he would use that to try to introduce people to Jesus. That's why they use the shamrock on St. Patrick's Day. The other reason, have you ever seen a Celtic cross? It's a cross with a big circle in it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So for the pagans, they had many, many gods. And what St. Patrick's did and the people that were converting them over to Catholicism and Christianity, they used that circle on the cross to bring over the pagan rituals and bring them into the church. So that's why the Celtic cross has that circle, which represents the sun, which is the most powerful god, and the cross brought them together. That's the Celtic cross. Learned that on my trip. So I actually learned something while I was in Ireland, other than how to sit in a pub and enjoy myself.
Although that's important too.
Yeah, it is. You told me you were going to take me to task for my cell phone this morning.
Well, there's a couple things that are stuck in my craw today.
Okay.
And one was just real quick off the top. And if people could see what goes on off the air around here, it's even crazier than what's on the air. Because you were walking up the hall and you have some new pants or something on today.
I do. I'm very proud of myself. I've lost enough weight that I can buy pants that aren't in the big and tall section. So I
Okay,
actually
well,
have
that's an
so
accomplishment.
I actually have pants from Banana Republic. They're like those traveler pants. They're like the ones that all the tech bros wear.
And see, but you didn't say any of that when you walked by. All you did is walk by my studio and say, I really look good in my new pants."
I really look
And-
sexy in these new
And
pants.
I said something sarcastic. I said, I'm glad somebody thinks so, or something like that. But today is National No Pants Day.
Oh,
So thankfully, nobody here is celebrating that day.
well, should we?
Tomorrow, I might.
We're
Celebrate
men of
No
the
Pants Day.
people, right?
Yeah.
We're this is a show for the
No,
people.
not today.
Not today.
You can do it. I might
So
I might do
tomorrow-
it at home tomorrow.
Well, I could combine National Naked Gardening Day with No Pants Day and just make it a full. I can just make it a Lollapalooza.
I'll make sure I don't stop by your house tomorrow.
To my neighbors, be forewarned. No, you were yelling at me about my cell phone.
Yeah, well, there's the mayor or the governor signed the bill yesterday about
Yeah.
banning phones and tablets and all that in schools. And then I saw this story just yesterday, and some businesses want to ban cell phones
For
because
people working.
right, because you basically you put it in a bag, just like when you go to concerts and stuff now. Sometimes they make you
Right.
put it in a bag so you don't use it. Well, it's kind of the same thing. And like J.P. Morgan Chase, they said it's rude to pull out a phone during a meeting, which I understand. But there's no way you could do that.
Me personally,
You personally, yes, because first of all, you have two cell phones, which I don't understand.
I do. I have two cell phones
like,
and
you
I
have-
use
you
them
have- you have-
simultaneously.
Exactly, and everybody has the same numbers, so it's not like you keep.
No,
some
I have
numbers
this
for-
one. This one is a 727 number.
Right.
Oh, again, I'm giving out too much personal information here on the air.
Okay. Well, one's a local number.
One's a
out
local,
of
one's a
town
Florida number. So I have an 804 number because it's my community. But I have this other phone that I can't get rid of because I've told everybody I'm changing over to the new phone, and they continue to call the old phone.
And there's been times where I called or I texted something on one phone. You said call me on the other one.
Right.
What's the big deal?
Because I'm addicted to my phone as everybody else is. So that's why the whole part of I get the whole part of tell the kids to put their cell phones away because they are a distraction.
Doesn't that happen at work too? Couldn't it be
does.
a distraction at work from keeping people from getting their work done?
I use my cell phones for work most of the time. You don't see me really messing around on my cell phones, do you? I'm not playing games.
You're messing around on your phone when you shouldn't be messing around on your phone. Or well, you shouldn't.
When I should be paying attention.
Exactly.
Well, I saw something, and I'll let everybody else chime in as well. 833-804-1140, 833-804-1140. When Rigney's home with us, he complains constantly that my wife and I are on the cell phone while we're having dinner. And he'll tell us, all right, everybody he'll like slam his hand down. All right, everybody, put your phones down. The first one who picks up their phone gets slapped. So we'll put our phones down. And sit there with it. And then as soon as I grab my phone before anybody else, he gets to slap me. Or if he touches his phone first, I get to smack him back. And it's to that point. But I was thinking about this going back and forth, Dave. Yeah, kids, learn. Put your phones away. But why are we asking kids to put their phones away when adults can't do it?
I agree with you. I can put mine away most of the time, but I'm nowhere near as bad as you. But we use our phones for a lot for work.
I use it for work a lot.
And like I just got a text from Michael Greer this morning saying he won't be joining us because he's not feeling well.
Okay, I use my phone constantly, and I use it to and again I'm guilty because I use it to look up news. So I make sure if I don't feel like I'm on top of what's going on, I feel like it's No Pants Day, like I'm naked.
I doom scroll just as much as anybody else.
I had my phone for the longest time, and I never turned it off because towards the end of my life, my father was in very poor health, and I just didn't want to miss that telephone call in case it was the last phone call I ever got for him. So for probably 15 years, I carried that phone around and refused to turn it off because I was just afraid I wasn't going to miss that call. Say I got a couple of those calls where he says, hey, he's not doing well. You better jump the plane and fly here as quick as you can because I'm not sure if he's going to make it through the night. Those would terrify me. So now I don't have that, but I still have a hard time leaving my phone somewhere. If my phone gets down to like 5% battery, oh, I am breaking out in a cold sweat, and I can't stand it. I will tell you, I'm addicted to my phone.
But it's much different than just having your phone on so somebody can reach you and actually wasting time on your phone.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to turn over a new leaf and not pull my phone out. I'll try to be a gentleman and put my phone away when we're having dinner. I'll try my best. What do you think? Is it fair to ask the kids? I don't know if it's fair to ask the kids to put their phones down when we won't put our phones down, but I will tell you this, Dave. When I'm out to dinner and I'm waiting to order or I'm waiting for something and I see the waiter standing there goofing around on their cell phone while they're supposed to be working, or you go to a store and you're ready to check out and the person at the counter is on their phone instead and there's a long line and they're texting their friends on their phone, I do get fed up with that because you're paid to work, not to sit there and text your phones or play Candy Crush.
Now, if you're at a restaurant, you make the waiter wait while you're on your phone?
So anyway, coming up on the program, we'll have a talk with, because you saw me do that. You had that in your back pocket. I feel like I just got torpedoed by you. You knew what you were going with that. 833-804-1140, 833-804-1140.
Lester.
Could you put your phone away for a week and survive? I could not. I'll tell you right now, I could not. All right. Coming up, we'll talk with Governor George Allen. You get an opportunity to win $100,000. You'll get a chance to be caller number 11 if we pick you, and you get the right digits. You can win $100,000 as we celebrate 100 years of News Radio WRVA. It's all brought to you by Roofmax. All right. Today's program is brought to you in part by Luster by Adolph. You know where they are. Paramount-Quioccasin in the Ridge Shopping Center. So if my wife's listening, I'll tell you right now, honey, go down to Luster.